Hey guys, what's going on? Just make my dreams come true. Hi Megan, I've been watching many of your videos recently. I appreciate you and I hope you like it and sharing and favoriting and all that good shit. And I must say that they are all very informative and helpful. Since I first began lifting, I've always used a split and now I want to try out a 3 times a week full body workout. How many sets per exercise would you recommend doing? I answered this question many times, but I don't mind doing these over and over again because I learn new things every freaking week, as I go. Life is a learning experience. Like I always say, the moment you think you know it all, you have stopped learning. So, pretty much think about principles, right? Because I trust me, I struggled with that question for so long. How many reps? How many sets? How many exercises? This and that. I always use this before I go to the gym. A basic anatomy chart, right? And I look at every muscle. And I also know the fiber composition of most muscles, right? Which one is slow twitch dominant, fast twitch dominant. Obviously, slow twitch dominant muscles have a lot more mitochondria, a lot more satellite cells. They can recover faster, so they could be trained more frequently. And the slow twitch muscles, it's easy to tell. It's the muscles they use every day, like your calves, your forearms, your shoulders, your traps. And your fast twitch muscles, the power muscles, are the ones that you don't use every day. Um, you know, throughout the day, like your biceps, your triceps, your chest, your lats. Lats are like 50-50. Your quads, your hamstrings, the fastest muscles. And then that already tells me, okay, for my slow twitch muscles, I have to do a lot more overload to get them to grow. And my fast twitch muscles not as much. That's why if you notice, guys, your fast twitch muscles are a lot sore. It's easy to get them sore after training. Whereas, like it's easy to have your legs sore after a leg day or your chest sore after a leg day. But it's very hard. Careful, baby. It's very hard to have soreness in your shoulders, or your calves. Simply if you train them consistently, simply because they recover so fast. That's my bro science perspective on it. Probably different reasons. But so when you go to the gym, if you're doing full body, focus on two principles. Number one, moving a lot of weight. That's number one. Heavy weight. You want to, obviously, if you curling a bottle every day, I mean, it's gonna take you a while to grow, right? You might grow eventually, right? I don't want to call it off, but it's gonna take you a long time. So obviously, heavy enough, right, to get some challenge going on the muscle. And number two is the most important: is time under tension. It's all right, sweetheart. Please be careful. Time under tension, right? You want to get a lot of reps. You want to get a maximum pump, right? Swell that muscle up like there's no tomorrow. So if you want, sometimes you might have to do two exercises: one for strength, one to contract as many fibers as possible, stretch the muscle, overload the muscle, whatever you want to call it, get your strength up, and then the second exercise for a maximum pump. That's it, simple. Sometimes I even do it in one exercise, right? For pull downs, I might just do heavy pull downs, and at the end do like crazy drop sets to get the pump. Because after doing the strength sets, you should have some blood in there. So if you focus on those two things, you shouldn't need more than two exercises per body part, per muscle. Now, notice I said per muscle because a lot of people just say, I'm training back today. Your back is mad muscles, guys. You have your trapezius, you have your rhomboids, which is behind the trapezius, you have your latissimus dorsi, you have your erectors, right? So when I say one exercise per muscle, I'm not saying back day, one exercise. No, your back is a lot of muscles. Your chest, yeah, obviously, is just your chest, right? If you're doing your shoulders, you have your front delts, your side delts, your rear delts. Your legs, right? You can do one for legs. You have your quads and your hamstrings, right? If you're a bodybuilder, you want to train every single muscle. So find one exercise for each muscle, right? Muscle, not muscle group. And sometimes you might need two, but I said keep it at one because you really don't need more than one exercise to grow. Uh, the only reason why you need different exercises is just to hit the muscle from a different angle, and then that's a whole different story, right? So, for example, for your lats bring your humerus from up here to down here, and also from here to here, right? So that's two exercises right there: a pulling movement, a rowing movement, right? Your chest brings your humerus across your body, right? Like that. So you could do flies, a flying movement. Benching, believe it or not, yes, it's good for your chest, but you don't get a maximum contraction on benching. I don't care what nobody tells you, because the maximum contraction on the chest has your arm across your body. There's no bench press that allows you to do this, right? So you could bench for power and strength to hit your front delts, your tris, a little bit of your pecs, and then followed up with some fly movements for the maximum pump. So I would say 1 or 2 exercises, depending on how big the muscle is, and eventually when your body adapts, you can switch up the exercises to hit it from a different angle. But just 1 or 2 on full body workouts, and you'd be amazed. People say, "Oh, I'm a big believer in high volume." People say you can't do high volume on full body workouts. Are you crazy? If you're doing drop sets or supersets, you're doing a lot of volume, right? Pull downs, for instance, you could do 4 sets of pull downs, right? Maximum pump. Then at the end, do drop sets, extended sets. One thing I do is I use a lot of mechanical advantage techniques to make the exercise longer. So I'll do pull downs, wide grip. When I reach failure, I know it's not my lats, it's my biceps that failed. Your biceps will always fail before your lats. So I switch to an underhand, prolong the set, 4 more reps. After I hit failure, I lean back and start using some cheating, right, to prolong the sets, right. After that, hit a drop set. You can do the whole thing again, wide grip, underhand, whatever. So you can find different techniques to increase the volume and the intensity on one muscle in like 5 minutes or less. So I hope that answers your question. I'm out of here.